Barf.
Boop, 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 boop.
Let me show
It
you.
is a nice scarf.
Giggles got me this scarf from London. Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. This is mine. That's yours.
I left Papa Tony speechless.
Yeah,
So sorry.
she gave me a shot glass with a couple nice firm boobs. So this is a young lady. Her name is Roma, and this is David over there.
He doesn't want to touch David.
David's not circumcised, but then again, so am I. So what's the difference?
You sure that's not you?
Well, he, you know what? He hasn't manscaped in a long time. That's a hell of a bush.
Oh my God, that's a bush.
I didn't realize that either.
It looks like a treetop.
That's that thing, and he's got to be pretty old. Look how low those balls are.
Yeah.
I thought it was like his brain or something.
Well, most men do have their brain in that head, but
That's what they thought.
You know, so.
Yeah.
But thank you, Giggles. I'm dying to motorboat this thing.
Well, you did it earlier. You must do it again.
You want me to motorboat this?
If your little heart desires it, go for it.
Okay.
That's the most actions he's got in a while.
Man, I need a cigarette. We need to smoke.
I knew you'd love that.
I wasn't expecting it.
Did you
I
even
thought it
hear
was
it?
going to be like, or something like that.
Are the angels calling me or what?
I did that after you motorboated it.
I was expecting.
Oh, I really wanted to see the
That's afterwards.
I was like, Giggles is going to love this one.
Yes.
Okay, David.
I know there's another new one in here. I'll find it eventually.
It's the last one.
Oh!
So what you can do, let's turn it up.
Which one
the
is
sound
that one?
effects.
That's the last one, right?
Yeah. Turn it up just a little bit and then try it now. There you go.
Okay.
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
going to hit that one when I'm on, okay? Not that one, the other one.
The other one?
The other
The
one.
boom-ch.
Boom, boom.
Oh, for your segment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, we got to get you
love
back
the
in there. Yeah.
What?
It's great.
Now that we got
We're going in the
all our-
back door? What?
No,
Oh.
you missed a good part of the conversation.
I always do. Why they put these headsets on me? I can't hear shit.
Did you notice I removed the beep so she can't blow out our eardrums?
Oh no!
Yeah.
I liked the beep.
No,
Yeah, you did. We did.
We did. Yeah.
Just keep that in the episode.
Oh, yeah, I can't take it out. And then I'm sure, like, us going like this.
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa!
You made him nervous.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's a nice set of.
Yeah, I know
nice
these
set
things
next
keep,
to you.
Yeah.
I'll have them looking my way. I'll have David look at you.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But I feel like I should share with the viewers.
Well, that's true. Just,
We'll do halfway.
yeah.
A side profile.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like
That is
I like the
something.
wrinkles in the ball sack.
Yeah,
That's-
it's a pretty detailed penis.
Yeah. You know what? Now I want to go there and be like, stand next to the statue, be like, no, it doesn't match.
Really wanted to buy. They sell these alcoholic beverages in these bottles, these penis bottles.
Stop it.
Yeah. So we literally, me and then another lady, we were looking at them. We were like,
You know what
next
they
to this
call them?
market. What?
Cocktails. You're getting off to a good start.
Yeah, I like it.
So we were at next to this market, and then me and this lady started looking at them. We're like, "Is that what I think it is?" And she said, "I think so." So then we go to our tour director, who's from Italy, and we ask her, and she said, "Yes, that is exactly what you think it is." And she tried to say, like, my friend was trying to say, "Is that like, what's the word? Fallacial?
Oh,
Phallic?
something like that.
Whatever it is." Yeah.
I'm gonna let
And
you
then the
figure it out.
Italian lady, she's like, "Huh?" And then I was like, "Is it a penis?"
She was trying to be proper.
And she's like,
Leave it to
"Oh,
Giggles."
yes, it is a penis." They were like, they think it's funny because, you know, like the Romans, they have those statues.
That doesn't bother
And if
them.
you think about it, like
What do you think?
people in Europe are very comfortable with their bodies.
No, but back in
Very.
this time, you're talking orgies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this was
That was normal.
that was normal. That was normal.
Even
Oh
like-
yeah, you see boobs and penises everywhere.
everywhere. So it's
They don't go around clothing them.
and that's their statues.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, even like when I went to Moulin Rouge, the cabaret show, there were kids at that show, but they're French, so it's like they're fine with it. Like it's art.
even like some of the newscasts, the lady's doing the weather. She's like, might be rain tomorrow, and she's like taking her shirt off. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Oh boy, that's some newscast.
yeah, I was just watching bloopers.
Papa Tony's face is like, I'm in the wrong country.
well, no, we're so half-assed backwards here. We take things too serious. The European and other countries, you know what? They grow up fine. It's here we make a big deal out of everything. So
Everybody's so
Way too
offended.
sensitive.
they're all I know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I came across, which I got to put on your phone, on your YouTube. It's a show I used to watch when I was younger called Unhappily Ever After. And it's, people compare it to Married with Children, except the couple's divorced. And then they have 3 kids. They have 2 sons and a daughter. And I didn't, I was watching it the other day. Well, I was listening to it while I was cooking. And I was laughing so fucking hard at the shit that they got away with. And I was like, they'd never be able to make this show now. And it, to me, is still one of the funniest shows. Like,
That's it.
because since they're getting divorced, the little boy gives his dad a bunny, his stuffed bunny. And because, like, the dad's all lonely, the bunny talks to him. But it's, oh my gosh, Bobcat, the guy from
yes, I know who you're talking
Police
about.
Academy.
Yes.
So he has that voice.
That quirky
And he's
voice.
like, you're the one talking to a stuffed bunny. Like, and then even the bunny's like, so, like, for example, the youngest son wanted to save animals. So he kidnapped a bunny to save it from a makeup factory. So they couldn't test on him anymore. So the dad the kid has nowhere to keep the bunny. So he gives it to the dad. So the dad takes the bunny home. And then the stuffed animal's like, can you give us a minute? Because the real bunny had like makeup on. And then when it shows the next scene, the dad coming back in the room or his apartment, and the stuffed bunny smoking a cigarette, and the other bunny's just sitting. And I'm like,
That's the humor like you don't get as a kid, but
Yeah.
then it makes it entertaining for the adults.
oh my gosh, I was fucking dying. I was like, this is great.
It's kind of like The Simpsons. Like
Yeah.
I grew up watching The Simpsons, and my parents didn't realize. I don't think they didn't realize what was being said. But now growing up, watching some of those things back, I'm like, whoa. Or even the songs we used to sing.
Yeah.
How dirty they are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
I love it.
it's great. Yeah.
I was at I was at McDonald's the other day having coffee with my oldest brother, and a friend of ours comes in and she gets her coffee to go to work, and so she sat with us and bullshitting. And my poor oldest brother, he's not with the times. You know how it is. I'm sorry, he's almost pushing 80. And I know he meant to say one thing, but it came out the other. And he said, yeah, the other day I got a WAP. And I looked at her and I said, do you want to explain to him what a WAP is?
Oh my god.
I think he meant to say wasp. But
Oh.
I couldn't tell him. There was kids thing there. But I looked at her and she knew exactly. We knew exactly what the whole thing was, but I said, "You want me to tell him, or you want to tell him?" And but we never got around to tell him, so it'll be next time.
That is hilarious. Play the video. Play the video.
No, it's just, it's like he said, "Yeah, I got stung by a wasp," and I said, "Okay, this is not the same thing, but well."
And that's what cracks me up
Yeah.
is they can get away with music like that.
Yeah,
But you can't make a TV show that's
Yeah.
funny.
yeah. Well, it's it's all this censorship, all these Christian things, But yet, who's the
Pulling the strings.
who's doing more nasty shit
Yeah.
than the people that are preaching not to do it? So.
But here's the thing, though. I don't think it's necessarily like a Christian
No,
thing.
no, but
I
I'm
think it's
talking
just,
about, they...
Society.
It's
Yeah,
society.
society.
They say, oh, no,
People
you
are
shouldn't
really
do it, but you turn
sensitive.
around, guess who's doing, that's like those preachers from the past, those, whatever. They have their mansions and their jets and all this. They just want you to donate, and yet, oh, no, you're going to go to hell. Dude, how many girlfriends and how many kids you have out
Oh,
there?
my
I'm sorry, yeah,
gosh.
so don't give me that shit. See?
They call the cops on
You
you.
call the cops on me already, shit.
Are they looking for giggles?
Well,
notice I got really quiet.
Yeah, I was like, did you unplug your microphone? All right, let's get this show on the road.
welcome to another episode of Rocking on the Porch. Papa Tony here with Miss Giggles and Miss
You forgot my name?
Whoa.
Mishi.
You want to dip
Hey.
first? Hey,
I
y'all.
haven't been the
Again,
same
he's
since I motorboat.
speechless.
Oh yeah, these perky
He's
nipples
jealous.
are looking at me. I can't help it.
This is making me happy.
Well, I mean, just make sure he doesn't.
He's not happy, but I'm
Well,
happy.
I mean, maybe we should put the two together. See, no. Oh, there you go.
Great. YouTube's going to be like, what is fucking wrong with these people?
That's what I call.
Listeners, you have to watch the video to know that we are playing with the shot glasses that have a penis on it, and the other one has a nice pair of boobs.
Yes. And-
So should I just take that to the plastic surgeon and be like, I
Yes.
want these?
yeah, but I don't want. This poor thing looks like it's been through hell, but that's okay.
Maybe he's a grower.
Yeah, I'm home.
Oh, look at it right in between.
Yeah, yeah. When you
Are we
get
just
married,
gonna do
when you
like
get married,
different poses?
you'll be doing that position a few times. I guarantee you.
Okay.
Just make sure you have your glasses on.
Only when I get married.
She said, okay.
You're going to say okay
She's
a
an
lot.
angel.
I guarantee you.
Okay.
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 Okie dokie.
I don't know how many different ways she could say okay.
Okay.
How do you say okay in Portuguese?
Okay.
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 That's the international word, I think. Everybody
It
says
is.
okay.
It is.
That's a dead giveaway for me. You could tell if I spent time on the island is if I say okay. Because it comes out okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this going. So, would you guys rather have the ability to read minds but hear everyone's dirty secrets, or have the power of invisibility but be unable to control when it activates?
I want the first one.
You want to hear everybody's dirty little secret?
Oh, hell yeah.
What about you? You want to be invisible but not be able to control it, or you want to hear dirty?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. So I could disappear in the blink of an eye for no reason.
Yeah, but you have no control. You like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you could be sitting here 1 second and then we can't see you in the next.
So I could be having sex and the
Disappear.
person's enjoying it and nobody's there.
Yeah.
So it's a ghost story. I don't know.
I wonder if she would consider that being ghosted.
Oh. That's ghosted to another level.
But
I would
like,
prefer that kind of ghosting.
what about when he plugs in, like he appears and then when he pulls out, she disappears, disappears.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're coming and going. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
literally. I don't know.
The first one was what? To know dirty secrets?
Be able to read minds, but hear everybody's dirty secret.
Yeah, but what happens if you read their minds and they're saying shit about you? Then you don't want to be their friends no more.
No. You can only hear their dirty secrets. So if like they're like, fuck this guy, you can't hear that. But if they're like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome, I'd love to do this and this and this to him, then you could hear all that.
Oh, so they're thinking to themselves, and you
Yeah.
hear what they're thinking. Oh, okay.
But only their dirty thoughts.
Well, that'd be That'd be kind of cool.
I think that'd be
yeah, it'd
interesting.
be
I think that'd
interesting
be
because
great. I'm so for that.
yeah,
I feel
because,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little angel girl, we'd be like Giggles, we'd be like, damn, Giggles, she a freak.
Yeah, I mean, I might have
She's
some
that
hope.
freak.
I mean, you know, there might be somebody out there who wants me. I don't know.
And then if it was us three, one of us would only hear. I feel like we would be like,
Oh, God.
so you see that guy in the green shirt? Yeah, he's totally thinking this.
No,
We'd be
then-
like, oh,
no, but
no
then
way, him?
you guys will know my thoughts, and then you won't like me no more. That's the problem.
Well, you just have to control your thoughts of not
I can't control
Well,
my
here's
thoughts.
the
I
thing
have no
about
thoughts.
that. I mean,
I don't think you can control your mouth either. So,
Yeah.
like, I think
That's what I'm
everything.
saying. You know, everything comes.
I don't think we have a problem. We
Yeah.
are. We've
No, but you
we've
might
stuck
have
around
a
this
problem
long.
with what I'm thinking about you guys. That's what I'm saying.
We've stuck around this long.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
So you won't put me in jail then, right?
nah.
Okay,
No,
good. I'm
you're
good.
fine.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And here's the thing.
I'll
like,
bring
you-
some handcuffs though, just to play it safe.
we can't put you in jail because, like, what's our proof?
I know. I
You
could
was
read
thinking
minds.
this.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm safe.
Make sure those handcuffs are fuzzy.
Hey, I don't care.
So we all agree on dirty
The
secrets?
dirty minds.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though? Like you can hear the dirty secrets, so like you're hearing it, and then you. What if you accidentally respond because like you think that, like,
Right?
Yeah.
Like a hot dude's checking you out, and here's like, yes, please.
yeah.
Right now or later. But the only thing that sucks, the only downfall of that, I feel is like if you're with your partner, what if they're checking somebody else out?
Oh yeah.
You know, like some hot chick bends over and they're like, damn.
Oh, he would
You
learn
know?
very
So
quick.
that's the problem, though.
He would learn very quick. I'd be like,
Yeah, but how can you stop somebody or anybody? I mean,
It's natural.
you guys
Yeah.
will be checking out hot dudes. You know, what's the?
I think
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
fuck with him. Like, because if they didn't know that I could do that, I'd be like, yeah, that is a nice ass. Because then they'd be like, what?
what?
No,
How
yeah.
do you know?
Or just say straight up like, "That's a nice ass," and then he'd be like, "Oh, I didn't
Or
know
that's so out of your league. Good try, buddy.
That'd be great. That would be hilarious.
You guys ready to help some people out?
We did last
yeah.
time, and she responded.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that one.
yeah,
that
the
was cool.
update.
See, we actually told her to try it, and she did it. I'm assuming it had to be a she.
I don't know.
It had to be because
It could have been a he.
Yeah. There's no.
it just doesn't sound right if it was two he's. I think it was two she's.
I don't know. Guys' locker rooms, so don't they walk
Yeah.
around like
I
pretty
know, but-
naked all the time?
Yeah, I feel like guys are more comfortable
but
being
yeah,
naked
I
around
feel
each
like
in
other.
the house. We're talking in the house. So if you had two guys walking naked in the house, you start. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think so. I think if
No.
they were like two good-looking guys, they don't even have to be good-looking, but
I don't
confident.
care. Yeah.
I feel like when a
Confident,
guy's
exactly.
confident and they know exactly who they are, it doesn't matter.
And what they got.
Just like a girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So the first question is from, I love her name, Ainsley.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
I've heard that name before.
I love it. Okay, so Ainsley said, I can't even pronounce it. Sorry, Ainsley.
Love it so much.
I know. I'm going to name my child after you. I'm like, what's your name again?
I'll help you out.
Anonymous.
Oh, gosh. I would never. I'd be like, Ines. Enough.
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
I don't know why that's one word that fucks me. That and
Hippopotamus.
humiliated.
Oh, you said it fine.
Yeah, but I stutter to say it correctly. So imagine being in an argument and you're real pissed off and serious, and you're like, "You humiliated me." Yeah, it doesn't work out very well for me because then I end up laughing. So I'm like, I can't even be mad and fucking tell you how I feel without.
Just say you embarrassed me. Just
Yeah.
stick to embarrassed.
Don't use big words.
Yeah, no, apparently those are the only two that fuck me up every time. Okay, so poor Ainsley says, I've had a close friend for many years, but lately our relationship has started to feel toxic. I find myself feeling drained after we talk, and sometimes I think I'm just holding on because of our history together. Is it okay to end a long-term friendship if it's no longer healthy for me? I feel guilty even considering it, but I'm not sure what to do.
I know from experience.
She just answered her own question, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily end it. I just kind of like,
Cool it off. Yeah.
don't respond as frequently to messages, don't hang out as often. That's what I did. And now, like, we just check in on each other every once in a while. But it was a friend from when I was in high school, and I just couldn't anymore. She'd bring me down. And I just started kind of like stepping back, and then she started finding other people that she connected with more in life. It's not like you're completely cutting them off, but they're in the end they're finding somebody else to like
That's like them. So which is
to replace you-ish with. So it's kind of like a healthy. And then whenever we reach out to each other, we're like, oh, it's adulting. Like, oh, how's life been?
catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
like
with
that.
you 100%.
That's good advice,
No,
Giggles.
that's actually great.
Thanks.
That's exactly it. Just
Yeah.
phase yourself out of it because it's not good for you. That's for
No.
sure. So,
Yeah. It's not worth your health
no,
or
no,
your
no,
mental
no.
health.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you got a nice name, so you want to keep it that way. So I don't know. I never.
Don't know what that. Yeah.
I think Giggles nailed it.
She nailed it.
I don't I don't even have anything to add because I think that's great.
That's
like
the best answer.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm smart.
You are smart.
I think you're smart all the time.
You're smarter than what we give you
Thanks.
credit for.
That's for damn sure.
I'm a little slow sometimes, but
Well,
You're just thinking about what you want to say.
exactly.
and I'm the opposite.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the middle. Sometimes I think, sometimes I don't.
I try not to think.
I feel like we've established that.
Sometimes I try not to think.
Well, I hope we helped you, Ainsley.
Yeah.
No, I think we
And
did. I
update
mean,
us. Let us know if you end up completely cutting the friend off or if you do what Giggles says.
Giggles has
I
got
feel
the
like
right
that's your
answer.
best
Just
bet.
Back off and see how things work out down the road and just stay in touch. Exactly.
Yeah.
This way,
I like that.
Yeah. No, that's a perfect answer. Thank you, Giggles.
You're welcome, guys.
So when I have problems, I'm going to come to you. Okay.
I feel like we kind of do.
You.
I feel like when you guys get here, we're just like, oh, this is what happened. There's an update.
we all counsel each other.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Papa Tony?
Well, so for the counseling I've gotten hasn't helped me, but that's okay. So,
Well, you've never had my counseling before.
well, okay. You got a couch I could lay on?
I think over there.
No, that one's too nice.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. That's a
Just
reserved.
kidding. That's the no-no
It's a
room.
reserved couch.
That's the no-no room. That's not the green room. It's the no-no room.
Yeah. Nobody does nothing in there.
Yeah. Everybody would always say,
Sits there.
why do you call that the no-no room? Our American friends would ask us. And we'd be like, because you don't go in that room. And they're like, why not? We're like, that's just for guests.
I hardly even walk through that room.
What's funny is I think I go in there more now. But what's funny is like you'll rarely catch me sitting on like the couch or the chairs. Like I'll sit on the floor. Because like I was always told I had to sit on the floor. I couldn't sit.
Oh my
And
gosh.
what's funny, my mom's like, why don't you come over here, sit on the couch with me? And I'm like, okay, and I'll sit on the floor. She's like, you can sit on the couch. And then like the dogs sleep on there. I'm
The
like,
dog sleeps on the couch?
oh yeah, like when we're gone, she'll go and like throw all the
What?
pillows on the floor. My Cocker Spaniel, dude, that was like her bed because she could look out the windows.
Oh.
And I'm like, this dog has slept on, or sat and slept on this couch more than I have in all these years.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyways, let's help Ray. So Ray says, is it appropriate to date a close friend's ex? My buddy's ex and I have always been a bit flirty with each other. If it's cool, is there a certain amount of time I should wait before pursuing anything? I don't want to hurt my friend and I don't want to make things awkward. But I also don't want to ignore my feelings. What's the right thing to do here? Please keep in mind, she's a smoke show.
That's
So
that's a
best
tough one.
friend's ex.
Yeah, but the problem is.
Close friend.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, they're meant to be is one thing, but that friend of his is going to think, hey, we broke up for a reason. Was it you? So I don't know. That's tough.
Well, not just that. It's like, okay, why is it an ex? Is it because of just...
But I'm sure he's Ray's going to know what his friend told him about her.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, she did this, she did that, or whatever. But Oh, man.
Well, and I'm sorry, Ray, but
Yeah.
do you just want to date her because she's a smoke show,
Yeah,
or does she
yeah.
have other
Or
qualities?
she has the other issues.
Are you going to ruin a friendship for a smoke show that
Just for,
may not?
Yeah, just for a little thrill or two.
I don't know.
I would say talk to your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, talk to
See
him,
if like he's
definitely.
cool with
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if it wasn't anything really serious on
Yeah.
the friend's part? It was just somebody kind of like started hooking up with and realized there was nothing there, or she realized
Yeah.
that there was nothing there.
Yeah, and it could be that too. Exactly. Maybe they weren't all that serious, and it was just one of those things that wasn't meant to be. So it's open season, but
Yeah.
still.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen that in like certain friend groups where somebody dated somebody and then it didn't work out between them, but then another friend started dating them and they ended up getting married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes that's how I feel like God works in mysterious ways. That's how somebody's brought into a situation to where they can meet that soulmate. But who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was like a very serious, like your friend's completely heartbroken over this girl,
Then
then
no.
I would say you need to choose between your friend and that girl if she's even worth it.
Good advice.
That's very good advice.
And always bros before hoes in that case.
What? But
I said bros before hoes in that case.
What's the female equivalent of that?
bra.
Sisters before misters.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like bras better.
It's
Especially
bros,
when they
not
come off.
bras. Oh,
Well, that's the way you say it.
oh.
Hey, brah.
Ebra.
Hey, bra.
So Ainsley and Ray, let us know. Please update us on if we helped you or not and what you guys end up doing.
I do like your advice for Ray.
Yeah, you guys did a very good job this week.
You know, if you could apply yourself, that'd be just fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hang on,
I
don't
mean,
start yet.
I know. I'm
can't-
just.
We can't carry everything on our own.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean,
Up next. There you go.
up next, boom, ba-dum.
That's how we're going to introduce you now for your segment.
Boom,
Up next.
ba-dum. Jesus. Okay.
I'm a little out of practice. Hold on, you can finish saying it. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
No, I like it. I think that's
No,
the
that's
best way to,
That's fine.
to introduce him.
It's just-
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You didn't know. We're still hiring, trying to
Like
find
I
a
said,
new
I'm out of
engineer, but
practice.
that's okay.
You're not going to replace me.
No, well. All right, guys. If Valentine's Day is for lovers, does that mean Palm Sundays are for single guys? I know.
Oh, that's funny.
You can tell a lot about a woman by her hands. For example, if they're wrapped around your throat, she's probably upset.
True story.
True story.
Yep.
I saw that on ID.
Yes. A lot of women say their husbands never listen to them. I'm proud to say I never heard my wife say that before.
Is he deaf?
I just saw a new Facebook status. Lonely man seeks wife. He had 350 replies. All of them said, "Take mine."
Could you imagine? He's like, no.
Okay, guys. And do you know there's one word in the dictionary that's spelled wrong? You know what it is?
No. Wrong.
Oh, you got that. I was like, I don't know.
I did.
Very good.
you?
She finally woke up.
Hey.
Very good.
She's been on it.
Been on it today. She's feeling better from last week.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God.
So
You
much
need to
better.
flip off my Ring camera every time you
Yeah.
come in.
Did your dad ever say anything?
He would never say
He
anything.
won't
to
say
me.
nothing, but he's
You
gonna.
won't?
No.
Are you going to tell him something?
No, but I'm going to tell my mom. Like, I think Dad watched it. My dad's like my dad won't say anything because he wouldn't want to embarrass you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So, and then he knows it was meant for me, so he's like, "Oh, that wasn't for me."
But he's watching that over and over again.
I hope he shows my mom, like, look at this is
Look,
who your
this is
daughter
what-
associates
This is
with.
what they're doing after, behind our backs.
And they'll be like, I learned from her.
Yeah, pretty much. That was good. I like those.
All right, Miss Giggles.
My turn?
No. She gets the angels and I get boom, boom, boom.
You've been asking for the brum for a while.
I know, but not as an intro.
Are you jealous?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can mix some. Hold on.
That's better.
She just
I
likes
do both. I can do both for you.
you. Just like it because yours is longer.
You saying have a
Yes,
short
it
one?
is.
I mean, didn't they use you as a mold for that?
It was cold that day, okay? Shut up. And we walk around naked in wintertime, that's what happens. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we grow bushes that keep us warm.
You. It's a turtleneck.
It's more than a turtleneck, it's a forest down there.
It's a forest.
It's a forest.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Thanks, boo-boo.
Anytime, Yogi. It is Yogi, right?
Yeah, Yogi
Yeah.
and boo-boo. I love that cartoon.
That was cute. Already.
All right.
Sorry. Well, guys.
You're lucky he's not invisible.
Oh, ew, no. I'll keep my microphone nice and close to my mouth. Did you get it?
Her face was like, oh, no. She was so
Did you get it?
I got it.
I'm just glad you got it.
I didn't
didn't-
at first,
I didn't
and
know
then
if
I
you-
did.
I didn't
And
know if
then
you
I
wanted
did.
it right away, but that's okay.
That'll be me exactly. Oh, the bush. Wait, good question.
She pulled out a pube.
Hold on, I have a question.
Go ahead.
If you are invisible and like your pubes are obviously invisible too, but once it falls off, is it still invisible? Like, if it sticks in my teeth.
You feel like you have something in your teeth, probably.
Right, and then if I take it out, is it still invisible or is it not invisible?
I feel like if he's still invisible, it will be.
But
Okay.
But once he comes back, then you're.
You got
Oh
a
my God! Could
mouthful
you
of-
imagine? She has a few hanging through her teeth, like in the teeth.
Ew, ew.
Oh.
Okay, but then here's the thing. Like, if it's off of him and then he goes invisible again, and then I still have like the collection of pubes, do they go invisible again or not anymore because they're not attached to him?
Not attached to
I
me.
have a question for you.
Why
Yeah.
are you worried about my pubes? That's what I want.
Why do you have a collection of his pubes?
That's what I'm.
You said they were all between my teeth. I'm gonna take them out, and then what if I have him here and then he goes
How
invisible
about if
again?
you just take out your teeth and you won't have to worry about that? A gummer is
then I'd have it
better
in
for
my
a Hummer.
mouth. Then
Just
I'd ha-
remember, a gummer is better for a Hummer. That's all I say.
I feel like that's a T-shirt.
I just made that up too.
I love that. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that.
Okay, no, but
We need like a picture of a lady with no teeth. All.
even if I had just gums, then I'd have it in my mouth, and I'd be like, ugh.
That's the worst. I hate when you get a hair in your mouth.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And then if you can't find it, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Or when it's stuck in your tooth and you can't. Yeah.
If you swallow it,
I love when I'm in public and like one of my hairs will get in my mouth and I'm like trying to find it.
Yes,
And I'm
that's
like,
what I'm
the
talking about
fuck
because
is
I don't
going
have a
on?
lot of experience getting pubes in my mouth. I ensure that doesn't happen.
so you carry a razor with you or clippers, I guess.
So hang on.
Hold up.
Weed whacker. Giggles landscaping business here.
Yes. That's why I'm dating a landscaper.
There you go.
He brings his own weed whacker.
He's good with his
yeah.
hands.
Atta girl. Does he charge you a lot?
Huh?
Does he trim the edges?
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good.
Yes, he
Does he blow? Or you do the blowing?
That's what I do.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
I
my
figure
job.
that. Okay.
It's a
Anyway, okay,
blowies.
guys.
Okay. What's the question?
Yeah, it's not a question.
whatever.
It's a weird animal. And have you guys ever heard of the Oh, wait, it did end in a question. Okay.
It's not a question. Have you ever heard?
Have you ever heard?
This is not waterproof. Damn it.
I'm sorry. You should know better.
Dude, you're right. You are absolutely right.
God.
Hey, have you ever heard of a kalapa? No, sorry. Kalapa.
A kalapa?
Kalapa.
Not really, but it sounds interesting.
It has another name. The smooth box crab.
Oh.
See, now you got me.
Misha gave me
You got
crabs.
me interested here.
Yes, I did.
Mishi gave me crabs.
So we got a clam that's what?
No, it's crab.
Crab. Okay.
Crab.
Small box.
A small
Is that what
box.
it's
Small box crab.
You got crabs in your box.
Yeah. And it's a kalapa crab.
Is that what they're
So-
called?
Yeah.
That's a cute name.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get them though. They itch a lot. You got another people carrying you right now, or what?
Sorry?
Yeah, what's
No,
going on?
it's I have something's bothering my eye. Okay. Anyway, so it's red spotted. It's a red spotted crab, and they get their name from pulling their large, unusually shaped claws into their body, creating a box. Sorry. They burrow. Whenever they do that, they burrow into the sand, and they use their claws to cover their face. They cover the entire front of their body, and then they even have like these fine hairs that keep out sand from getting into their eyes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's pretty cool. So then they look like a little box. I'll show
They
you
do
this.
look like a little box.
Yeah. Do you want to see a picture now? Or the no? Should I show the video? I'll show the video in a little bit. Okay. So then, this is how they reproduce. The male approaches the female from behind.
Yes.
And envelops her.
Yes.
Like claws. Whoosh.
Yes.
With his claws. There's eggs on the female, and then they fertilize those eggs. And
Wait,
then,
so the eggs are already on the
on
female?
the female. Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then the female stores those eggs in some place that I could not pronounce and I didn't know what it was, but just know she stores them on her and until they hatch. And then once the eggs hatch, the larvae, they go into a planktonic stage. So there's still like little baby planktons. And then they grow into the adult form of the crab. They get like their shells and stuff.
How cute.
Yeah, so the male actually doesn't realize that he needs a wife until the mating season occurs, and then that's when he like does his little sneak attack and scoops her up. He usually goes into a crowd of females and just like whoosh, and then even if it's another guy's mate, he just takes her away. And then do you remember the last part where you were like, "Man, I don't like him."
Well, I was all about these crabs because I found a video on YouTube. And what was cute is when there's danger, the male will grab the female and get her to safety, dig her, like she digs a little hole and he makes sure that she's like covered up and like hidden, and then he protects her. So I was like, oh my gosh, these little crabs are so cute. Like I was all about it. And then at the very end, they're like, yeah, when it's mating season, they don't have a mate. Like they just don't give a fuck. Like they will just go kidnap a woman and then just take her. Or a female, I should say. And then if another, like say you're holding like a crab and you're like, oh, this is my little soulmate, another crab will walk up and like they'll fight and then he'll just kidnap her and then take
Yeah.
her.
So you lost your.
So even they'll even imprison
Yeah.
young women like the babies, and then they'll just keep them hostage until they grow up, and then
It got,
worse.
yeah, I'm telling you. It
then
started.
they-
It started nice, but now it's
Yeah.
getting worse.
yeah, and then they molt, and then they mate with them. So like
They
they
mate
just
with their own
hold,
kids.
They hold the
No,
not their
they'll
own
still
kids.
young females.
Oh.
They'll kidnap young females and then like hold them hostage until they molt. And then once they molt, they'll. I sent it to her and I was like, this is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But see how they square up? Like they literally look like a box. And then see how he's burying her right there? Because he's trying to protect her. It's pretty neat, huh? Until the very end.
They're very tiny, aren't they? They're not very big, are they? Wow.
And then you'll see them fighting. See how he's like, no, that's my wife. He's like kidnapping. See how they just like.
I like how they're like.
See how those two are fighting over the female?
They're so funny though. They're tiny little bastards.
Did it get to the end where they get the baby? Like it's the
Right
young
now it's
female?
showing. See how he stole the little baby?
Oh
so they do grow.
They're not
I
very
mean,
big.
they're not that big.
No,
but
they're not big. That's probably a full adult one right there.
And they're actually like, I forget which culture it is. Maybe was it Chinese? I don't remember. There's some people that like to eat them.
There's not much there to eat though.
But they don't. They're more considered a delicacy because you can only really eat what's in their claws.
Yeah.
They have no other meat on them.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I forget which
worth it.
culture it is. It's not worth
it's a
it.
lot
Yeah,
of
it's
work.
not worth to. They were saying it's not worth like them. Oh, the Philippines. It's in the Philippines that they get them. I think. Hold up.
Oh.
Wait.
But it's kind of funny to see them like fighting over it. And then like the way they pick them up and they were just like.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh man, we didn't see that on SpongeBob. That's for sure.
And then
Nope.
what cracks me up is like how they kidnap the young ones, or like they,
But how do they control them? How do they keep them
wrangled up, huh?
Yes. I
Because
mean,
it's like at some point they're gonna have to
gotta
go get
sleep.
food and
They got to
stuff.
sleep
Yeah.
and whatever. But apparently, they know they got to stay there. I guess so.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's pretty different.
Like, because if you think about that, that's a lot of like human behavior that you see like on ID channel stuff like that, or TV shows, and then it's like curious that even these little crabs are doing the same thing. So it's like, is that what they consider like animal instinct?
Yeah, it must be.
Must be. You're right.
It's just so interesting.
Yeah, I was
Be
like, and then it's like when they just kidnapped the female, and I'm like, this motherfucker. And then it's like, and then they take the little one. I was like, what? I was like,
Well, you don't want to leave nothing behind.
they are trafficking
Yes.
in the sea.
The king crabs.
Yeah,
Oh well, that's the way it goes. Very good.
Yeah.
It goes.
isn't
So-
that crazy?
No, thank you, Mishi, for sending me that one. That was
You're welcome.
I was wondering how you knew so much about those crabs. Very good. And you guys teamwork here. I like
yes,
it.
yep.
I like it.
She knows my
What you're into.
yes.
Yeah.
Most of my videos say, "Do not open around people," in all caps.
Dude, yes. And I appreciate those warnings very much.
Nobody's going to be offended by those.
No,
No,
that
one.
fine.
That one. The
There
only
was another one the other day. She was like, "Do not open."
I don't even remember what it was.
Either.
But yeah, I was like, please don't open this around people. Oh, I think it was the sign language.
Oh yes, it was. It was. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm curious. What is it?
It was the penis, the gangbang, and the queef.
Oh, and sign language.
Yeah, we got to show you the video because
Yeah.
that video is really funny.
Okay.
I love that comedian, Whitney
Yeah.
Cummings. She's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's the Kalapa.
Just a name.
It's like a fun name, and then you're like,
Kalapa.
The Kalapa. Think of it. 'Cause
They just called it Kalapa. They don't have to call it twice.
and then like what's cool is like how they like box themselves
in.
with their claws. Like it's just like perfect.
Interesting.
yeah.
But I just love seeing those little legs running.
I know, it's so funny.
Uh,
Okay, guys. Well, you ready to get your mind out of the gutter?
wow.
I don't know. You kind of already put it there for us.
I know.
Well, I got two for you today.
All right.
I hope I haven't done this one before.
That's okay.
Anyway, I am dirty. People like to put their wood in me, but only Santa goes down on me. I have done this one. Have I?
I don't think so.
No?
But
Okay,
is
never
it a
mind.
chimney?
Because I just read it. It is. It's fireplace.
Oh,
Well, as soon as you said Santa,
Santa.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a dead giveaway.
If I miss, I hit your bush. It's my job to stuff your box. It's my job to stuff your box when I come. What am I?
I like this one. I don't know what it is.
Mailman.
Oh, you got it!
Yeah?
Or like a
Paperboy.
newspaper
Yeah,
delivery
I was gonna say
person, yeah.
Paperboy, but
That was good. You deserve.
thank you so much. I want to thank my mom, and I want to thank my dad for giving me all the intelligence that I have, and all my teachers.
Here's your trophy.
Are we changing positions? Oh, I thought we were changing positions.
Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
worked so hard for it.
I can't tell you how much this means to me.
How much you'll feel in me too.
It's authentic Roman regalia.
Here, smell my fingers.
Papa Tony, have you seen if anything comes out of the nipples?
No, not yet.
That would be
It's
funny.
empty.
I feel like, yeah, you know what? We'll take a shot after this.
We could drill the holes.
We could do the beta. Badão.
Badong, badong. Um cu, um cão.
Hey, it rhymed.
That was good. I like those.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. So I came across this quote from Oscar Wilde, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so us. So it says, I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word that I'm saying. I was like, I read that, I was like, oh my God, that is like us. Like, if,
And sometimes I feel like that's us during Porch side quacks.
oh yeah.
I think that's me in life in general. Yeah.
I love how like we'll go on a rant with one thing and then like we'll just start and then, oh yeah, by the way, we gotta give advice. So I thought that was cute.
That's very
I'm sure it
good.
still helps though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we go with the flow. We're not very like, oh, we have to stick to this or this or this. or
No, not our show. Not
like
this show.
sometimes we have long shows, sometimes we have shorter shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take naps in between.
Yeah.
Like right now.
That's so funny.
They're
She's
trying.
she's getting there.
She's almost under the table. That's
What are you doing under the table?
where's her hands at? That's what
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Behind my back, okay?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I use
Hey, my masseuse said I have to practice.
giggles. Has to do exercises where she goes like this.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's like this. I can't stretch properly.
You can all imagine what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's to prevent arthritis in my elbows. Papa Tony?
I have no arthritis in my elbow. A lot of years practicing.
Just the wrist.
Just the wrist, but that's okay. Carpal tunnel's there for a reason. Is it carpal tunnel? Was it-
Yeah, I think
carpal
so.
tunnel.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was a great laugh.
Very good.
That was good. You want to wrap it up for us?
Yes. What am I rapping? Give me that penis. Just kidding.
If it wasn't gonna break, I would throw it at you. But knowing my luck, I'd hit the fireplace behind you and break the
Somebody's gonna get
glass.
hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If y'all have any questions for any of us,
Those
oh
are
my gosh,
already-
you know, like the flying chickens? I wonder if there's any flying penises.
I'm sure there are.
Oh.
I'm sure there are.
I personally cannot order that on Amazon, but I think
Why
my
can't
friend
you?
BJ can. Do you know that my family would question my purchase?
Yeah, do they see what comes in? They don't
Yeah. they
Oh,
can
you share an
track
account.
it. We share an account. A crown.
count.
We share an account, and she's
We
the,
share an
hey,
account.
and she's the smart one.
Crown.
Again, we don't understand a single word of what I'm saying.
Oh. Anyway, guys, let's move on because I'm embarrassed. Actually, speaking of being embarrassed, the other day,
Here we go. We started one road and we took off.
we
we were just about to wrap up, but I need to tell this story. Okay, so I have been coming across this guy that I went to high school with, and I
coming across him for.
swore, like, he walks his dog around our neighborhood, right? And I swore the first night he told me what his name was, and I went to high school with him. We hung out, whatever. He was friends with my brother, all that. Okay. I confused him with the wrong guy. So I literally introduced him to BJ and BJ's cousin as this one other name of this other kid that I went to high school with, and he was the other guy. And I was like, yeah, BJ, you know, the guy that worked on your AC, right? And he was like, no, this isn't the guy that worked on my AC. And then I was like, and then they thought that it was another one of that guy's names, right? Like, let's just say his name is
Bill.
Bill, yeah. Thinking that, oh, maybe it's just another Bill, right? No. And then the guy goes, this guy that I thought was Bill was like, no, my name is Bob.
Well, you had to be.
That's the worst.
Dude giggles, you got the wrong one. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
You had a brain fart. That's okay.
I did, but you know, I've run into him like probably 4 times, and I've called him I've called him Bill like 2 or 3 times.
But he never said nothing.
Yeah, he never corrected you, so that's his fault too.
Well, I told you the same thing when I was working at the other job. The outside guy kept coming in calling me George. And I let that go for a while, and I don't know where the hell he got it. And finally I told him, I said, hey, I'm not George. My name's Tony. And he looked at me like, really? But hey, it happens. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, dude, it's been years since I've graduated. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like you guys were like super close friends and then
But see,
you
I'm
forgot.
terrible with
We
names.
hung
It's an
out a bit in high
acquaintance.
school, though. Like,
I'm terrible with names.
Giggles. That was how many years ago?
yeah, I know, and I haven't seen him.
Since, yeah.
And they both have dimples, like these dimples that are like very pronounced. So
So every time I see a guy with dimples, I'll be like, hey,
Portuguese?
Bob? Bill? Bob?
one of them is half Portuguese, the other one is not.
Okay, well,
Maybe he's half. I don't know. Either way,
either way. No, that's...
dude. And he was like, I don't work on ECs. I'm a fireman. And I was like, oh, whoops.
That's okay.
Did you tell him that you had a fire hazard in your pants that he needs to inspect?
Had a
No.
bush. All firemen want those bushes.
Excuse me, is this dry bush?
Yeah.
How about we make it wet? I think I
rub
just
it-
made...
Awful.
If you rub it just right, it has its own sprinkler system in there, too.
Do you guys forget I have a landscaper? I don't need.
Well, no, but when he's out of town, you need to water that bush.
Guys,
So just
Yeah.
We're wrapping it up now.
He's just keeping you safe.
Uh-huh.
That's a ring.
I don't know if she was disgusted or proud. I think it was a little bit of both.
Well, she's not a
Why? I don't
landscaper.
know.
I mean, not
What
everybody
I
has
said,
their
you're
own
like,
landscaper.
I was like, that's a good line, but I can't.
Yeah.
I would pay you $1 million if I had it just to see you say that to somebody, like a stranger, just to walk up, because I know she wouldn't be able to get it out.
I would do it to Bob. I would do it to Bob.
Man, I hope I encounter a fireman soon so I can do that. Yo, excuse me, I have a friend over here.
I can introduce you.
No, it's okay.
I know you firemen.
Now, now that I got the right name.
Be like, are you sure?
But let me ask you this, without saying the guy's name, how far off were you between both of them?
I'll tell you off air. I'll tell you.
I was gonna say. No, I didn't want to know the guy's name, but
Yeah. No, you can know their names. I
Okay.
just obviously can't say it here.
Okay,
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway, if y'all have any questions for any of us or want to share a story or joke, feel free to reach out on Instagram at Rockin on the Porch, and we'll do our best to answer them in the next episode.
Oh shit.
Show some love by following, liking, and reviewing our podcast on the platform you listen on. If we were able to brighten your day even a little bit,
Go
with our
figure, he
stupidity,
came up
then
short.
Go ahead and share this podcast with your friends and family that have a sense
This
of
is how it's
humor.
done.
Thank you for listening and laughing with us. Until next week, and don't let
It's
the door
curved.
hit you where the good Lord
Split
split
ya.
Split you.
That was is.
Damn, we're all
We're
off.
getting more.
We're getting worse.
Did she show you that video where I almost?
Oh no, I forgot.
I almost got you good.
Yeah, I'll show you right now as soon as we get off.
It was
there.
great.
Last week?
Yeah.
No,
yes.
it was this week's episode. So 91.
No, but I mean last week when we
Yeah, last week.
No, it would have been 2-3 weeks ago.
that one went,
I think that's another one. Fuck,
that one
dude.
went right over my head.
All right,
saw it
listeners.
coming.
Thanks for all your love and support, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I saw it coming. They usually do, right?